Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He'll buy some time right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're on a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. And complete right side to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2nd and 2. He's got a man. It's his fullback. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Smith catches left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Cook trucks over him and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. The gun. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18 rattle.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
19 Tiger. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw. But looking nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Badgley able to punch this one through, and they're back within three scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Second and 13. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Cooks will come in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lewis Seed. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw again. He's got it to Williams. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is on.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-kick.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blandman. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own
32-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a bit.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
DJ Waddle coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Lions, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.